Hey folks, SMK Gaming here. Part 4 of the Journey of the Nopat story is out. It's titled The Third Faction. Takes place on May the 8th, 2042, somewhere in the Yellow Sea. Let's get going. Oztex needs to know to a whole new level, says McKay with a theatrical eye roll. We get our destination via telegraph, with a fortune cookie's worth of intel, then hold on to your butts. Hence why we'd been floating aimlessly in the Yellow Sea for 2 days, waiting to hear from on high. Thankfully, there had been a steady stream of news on the wire to keep me focused on something other than losing my lunch. One AUN story in particular would soon intersect with this boat in spectacular fashion and shed light on Oz's machinations. At approximately 7:30 AM, an executive assistant at Daesung Electronics made out with 10 petadatas of internal data from their headquarters in Songdo, South Korea on a stolen corporate helicopter. The criminal responsible for the breach, an unassuming Korean woman in her 20s, was suspected of being a foreign intelligence asset, most likely American or Russian. They couldn't have been more wrong. I'm guessing this girl or lady is a specialist? South Korea's economy is one of the success stories of the last decade, not just surviving but thriving. However, one company deserves the lion's share of credit, Daesung Electronics. Before the blackout, almost the entire world had switched to satellite internet. After the disaster in 2040 plunged us into the dark ages, this earthbound ISP sprang up from obscurity with a next-gen solution they developed for underserved markets. It was called KNet, promising to get the world back online without needing to repopulate the heavens with expensive hardware. By the spring of 2041, Daesung had 60% of the internet traffic running through its VNs, which eventually flowed into the quantum data center in the heart of Songdo. For the US and Russian intelligence networks, infiltrating that trove of information would provide an overwhelming tactical advantage. What I didn't realise was that there was a third faction interested in Daesung entrenched in these intel wars. I finish the news and go above deck for some air when I spotted something in the distance. A flaming jet black helicopter with the unmistakable Daesung logo emblazoned on its side. Everyone rushes over to the edge of the ship as the chopper crashes, when that unassuming Korean woman from the headlines floats down across the deck with her parachute. I'll come to know her as the specialist Ji-Soo PAIK, the no-pat mole who infiltrated Daesung at Oz's behest. As Casper and Rao usher her below deck, my brain is firing at 1,000,000 miles an hour. After Singapore, I was convinced all no-pats were sympathetic underdogs, making hard choices to help the destitute survive. But here there were some infiltrating tech giants, beating the superpowers at their own game. Perhaps the conspiracy theories aren't all fake news. And that's part 4. Let's move across. Oh, we're going across to here, the Pineapple Express. Continue the journey on Monday. Okay, so I'm actually quite happy because I'm going away this weekend. I couldn't do any videos. The fact they're doing it on Monday, yes, thank you Dice. Gives me time to do the video on it then, folks. So, we're heading across to South America in the next one. So before I go, folks, I just want to highlight I'm doing beta code giveaways for Battlefield 2042 on my new Twitter. It's linked below. Head over there, give it a follow, tag a mate for a chance to get 2 codes. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below. It helps me out, as does liking the video. Stay safe out there, folks, and have a great weekend.